What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. You saw the title. We're going to be talking about this new album from The Last Dinner Party. I actually released a Don't Sleep on this band a couple weeks ago, so make sure you check that out if you haven't yet. I went over a bunch of other shit about them in that original video, so I highly suggest you check that out and then watch this because I'm probably not going to go over all of it a second time. But this is their first record, obviously. They've had some industry plant allegations that I kind of want to get to, but honestly, I want to get this out the way before I say anything about this album. If they are industry plants, right, and if they do have an entire team behind them, it doesn't matter because the music speaks for itself. They have an amazing sound on here, great aesthetic, great vibes, super theatrical. There are also phenomenal lyrics on here, borderlining on poetry, super romantic. I really loved just the entire, like I said, the whole aesthetic of this album is very pleasing. You can tell that they knew what they wanted to go for and they were able to just go for it. And like I said, that might be because they had a team behind them, but even if they did, that doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because it ended up coming out amazing. Like, especially for a first record, this is crazy. A lot of classical influences, indie and folk too. A lot of shit from like just the 1900s in general. I don't think there's anything that I could say is like out of the 2000s on this record. So genuinely, I think that they stay true to their aesthetic too, which I think is very important. Aesthetics means a lot to me. As far as standout tracks, I think Caesar on a TV Screen, Beautiful Boy, The Feminine Urge, On Your Side, and Lady of Mercy are my top five. That was five, right? I think that's my top five on the record. Beautiful songs, specifically Caesar on a TV Screen and On Your Side, I think are the ones that stuck out the most to me. It's a very put together record. I know a lot of people say that it's almost too put together. Which is where I do want to get into that a little bit. Obviously, you got James Ford production on here, who has produced for a lot of bigger artists, and you definitely wouldn't have been able to get that if it wasn't for the team behind you, or if there wasn't for like some industry shit behind it. But you know what? Like I've said about 3 times right now, I genuinely don't think that matters. I think it's who cares in this situation because, like I said, the music speaks for itself. I do think that it is crazy. It is crazy how fast they're blowing up. A lot of artists, especially that are making shit like this, shit that isn't really mainstream and won't really get pushed out to the public. Seeing how much of a push they have behind their music and seeing like Anthony Fantano give them an 8 and like seeing like go on this huge tour out of nowhere and like all this shit, like obviously it does not seem authentic necessarily. It does obviously look like they have a label and a huge team behind them pushing them and making sure that they don't fail in this first attempt, and they're not failing. They're doing great. It's just, you definitely have to call a spade, you know what I'm saying, and just point out that there are a lot of artists that would kill for this, that would kill for this type of exposure, would kill for this type of production and the ability to make sure that their first record sounds amazing. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. The first record of your favorite artist you probably didn't even hear. Like a lot of artists don't even know what they really want to do, and again, this could just be a testament to them. They could be doing all this themselves. I highly fucking doubt it, but genuinely, like, even if they aren't, the music speaks for itself, and that's why I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I love this record. I knew that I was going to love it when I first heard the first few singles. I knew that I was going to love it when I saw the aesthetics and I followed them on Instagram. I knew that this was going to be a special record, and this was going to mean a lot to me. So hopefully, I really hope that you guys check this out too. Make sure that you stream and support them, follow them on Instagram. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Make sure you let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this album. Hoping that this review gets out to anyone who needs to hear it, everyone that wants to hear it. Like I said, I also made a Don't Sleep on them, so if you want to check that out, I highly recommend you do. The Last Dinner Party, they taking over. So make sure that you're not behind. I'll see you guys in the next one. Did you see the cat walking? Did you see him? I don't even know how he got in here, bro. I thought my door was closed. What the hell? Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.